Good morning from the plains today. I've promised to show this base off for some time now and finally got the chance. Uh, Built this pre-Mistlands, full-on survival, uh, yep, vanilla, whatever you want to call it. It's a real deal. But I sailed my ship all the way over here to the plains from my home base. I came over here to this coast and uh, went ahead and sailed all up around and landed here. It's not really the important part, but it was when I was starting to go try to find some plains biome. And that I found. This was a Draugr village. I wanted a Draugr village so that I could farm the intestines back when, you know, the sausages were like somewhat decent food, in-game food. And it's still there. It's still functional to this day. The spawner. This could be a lengthy video if I cover everything, so let's just go ahead and crack into it. So when you come through the portal from my main base, you come out here. And that takes you kind of to my Mistlands area. Spoiler on that trophy there, sorry about that. This will take you to my stable, which is behind this building. But before we go in, let's take a look around outside. Got my classic mob deterrent there. One of my fields over here to the right. I need to do that terrain reset console command to see if I can fix all these lines. I think that's what that's for. But anyway, the whole thing's surrounded by a moat. Come on down this way. Here's my dock. I tried a bit of a different design for the mob deterrent there. Doesn't matter. Nothing really comes around this way. Always enjoyed this dock that I made. Simple, effective. The wolves are always keeping busy out here. Hunting neck, fish. Just she's taking over. Look at that. There's a bunch of them over there. I didn't put them out there. They got loose from my breeder in here and they've just kind of inhabited the area. Here's all my beehives in this makeshift shipwrecked boat. Some deer. Functional sundial. About mid-morning. So sunrise is 9, noon, 3, sunsets after that. They've got a weird time zone here. After the Lox Trail, after the hunting version of the Lox Trail, we come here. It tells you what trophies are worth how many points. These guys are all worth 5. And these guys are worth 10. Something like that. So this long apparatus here, this spans over to where the Draugr spawner is inside of there. You can see the green coming up off of the, and there's a couple of them right there. But that's actually inside the base. We'll go over that later. I have a backup spawner that I saved inside of here in case I ever need it. I captured 2 of them down here, 2 Draugr. See? And that shuts the spawner off. Most people might be aware of all that. Come on. Oh man, oh well. Get out of the way. Have to fix that later. Little footbridge. That I don't think that has a spawner in it. Maybe it does. I just walled it off. This one definitely does not. There's the stable. We can take a closer look at that later. But and keep going around. Like I said, moat intact. It's not exactly water. This is the back tower, back entrance. Another large field. Here we are back at that front field. I do have like a cloudberry trail. I always make them in my plains bases. Just goes on and on, loops are back around to the back. So my vision for this when I built it was I wanted like a diamond shaped base. The giant structure in the middle. At the point of each diamond, I wanted a different tower to serve a different purpose. So here we are. May not be what you expected. But definitely a centralized building, structure, what have you, with a large tower up there. Yeah. So all the fully upgraded benches. I don't have a maypole or the Christmas tree here, so actually there is a maypole, I think, but it's over in this apartment I have. So over here, a little bit more crop grounds here. This tower that we're walking up to serves the purpose of being a cropland here. I just wanted it to be inside and protected so I wouldn't get assaulted by death mosquitoes, although they do still fly through the windows and fly through the roof. But the crops can get the sunlight. They're not covered by a roof and they can grow in here. If I don't feel like doing it and planting the whole field, all the fields. Handmade spiral, half spiral. And I got 4 windmills. So this is kind of a non-functional, I guess it's semi-functional. I have the ability to let a bunch of wolves loose down in the tower, and then they just sit there and destroy the draugrs. So I used to kind of set up here and just let them farm them. I haven't done that in a while. Like I said, don't really need the intestines anymore, entrails. There's the stable. What good's a perimeter wall if you don't shoot something every once in a while? Yeah, one of the old boys, he wants down in there. I blocked him off though so they can't get in there to the draugr. He wants in there though, look at him. Oh, there's a bunch of them rearing. Hell with it, let's do it. Let them loose. they come. Go get them, boys. Go get them. Get in there. Shoot him. Look at all of them. Oh god. They are going absolutely berserk. I don't have any stone. Here we go. Come on now. Alright, we'll go up and watch the show. If we can get out. Oh. The only bad thing is they don't ever eat, and they do eventually die. It's not quite like my Great Dwarf spawner where the fire just takes them out, and or my skeletons. I guess I could spawn a couple skellies in here. If you go through a portal, they disappear. Oh, that never ends. So, okay, so where they come from? They come from this tunnel, which leads to another tower of the 4. Might as well just complete the thought and go there. You know, my base is absolutely riddled with wolves, which is fine. Okay, cooking area, fully upgraded. 5 ovens. If you don't have 5 ovens, you ain't doing it right. See, there's all the entrails. Entrails for days. I like the 5 ovens because if you want to cook a 20 stack of food, you can do it. The math adds up. So here we go. Here's the wolf slash, yeah, it's just a wolf tower here. No boar. So you might see the raised ground, wolves down below. Up high, you got the mating pair here. If you want to feed them, you just throw some food here and it drops down and they breed. I've shown these off before. Top floor's vacant up here. So this thing can fill plenty full with wolves, as you saw. And what's to our left is the perimeter wall. Yeah, I'm not gonna get through that. It's fine. So we've looked at 3 of the 4 towers. Let's go look at the 4th one on perimeter wall. Now those Draugr, the way I showed earlier how how I had 2 of them trapped underground. That shuts the spawner off. And then what you do beyond that is you don't ever want the wolves to damage the spawner, the little body pile. So what you have to do is get your hoe out and you use the raise ground function. And you raise the ground over the spawner. And that way it cannot be damaged and it'll be permanently turned on after you drop back down in and kill those 2 Draugr you had trapped. It'll just turn this thing on to where it never shuts off and they just spawn constantly. Maybe there'll be something in the Ashlands, similar mechanics we can manipulate. So yeah, cooking area. This was the tower we would come through the portal through. Just made a little living quarters here for comfort. Don't really use this anymore since I upgraded the basement area. So here's what would be kind of like the chapel area here. A lot of my builds have chapels in them. Pretty peaceful. No shortage of good views here. This is kind of like the monks' quarters here with the bunk beds. Empty room, empty level, another empty level. And then here you go. Top view. So out there's plains, over here's meadows. Obviously mountain up high. Yeah, I built all of this in survival without a feather cape. You think I died? Yeah, what do you think? You think I died a little? Yeah. I died a lot. Died a lot. Oh, then the most secret room of them all right here. Not. Here is the well. Served as kind of a workshop for me when I first started here. It's got a maypole back there. Alright, we'll sleep through the night and then we'll check out the stable. Alright, to the stable. Stable time. So if you're gonna do regular locks rides, you've gotta have a lot of locks, or at least have some available. And here's Doug and Dumpty. They are up here at the top of this stable. It is a what, 8 by 4 meter area, and it is 2, 4, 6 meters high with a bar across about the middle. Oh, yep, they get carried away. That's why they're caged in there real well. But if you throw them some food, they get frisky. Oh, I had some. I'll just throw these to them. And as you can imagine, the little guys start popping out. And this particular version of this, I have found it is the most obnoxious in design, but the most effective. Like, it's an eyesore. I could do more to spruce it up, but I really am not worried about it. The riding skill has been almost utterly pointless other than for fun community night. But there they go. Should see some hearts soon. And here's all their livestock down here, all their brood. Lots and lots of locks. Now this stone fixture here in front of me is where I can build a ramp and walk some of them out if I need to. Oh, there's a baby there. But as you can see, there's plenty to go riding with here. Plenty to kill if I need to get some food, which I never do. Always have an abundance of pie. Yep. lowered it as far down as I could go and raised it as high as I could in the middle. Then I used iron to support the structure there on way up there. Well, that's it. Probably a good place to end this one. Thanks for finally touring the Plains base with me. See y'all next time.